Welcome back to another video. Today I'm talking about the beginning after the end animation, and does it belong in the Bad Animation Hall of Fame just yet? Now, of course, the Bad Animation Hall of Fame, of course, requires Blue Lock Season 2. Was saved with the last episode, but most of that season was frames. Seven Deadly Sins for a little bit. I don't think the animation was that bad, but they fumbled the Escanor Meliodas fight, so I will put it in the Hall of Fame. Why not? While also Record of Ragnarok, that thing was also moving in frames, along with many other 3D animations that I may miss out on. As the beginning after the end, the first two episodes, it is preluded as hype, it's one of the more popular manhwas, and of course can rival Solo Leveling if done correctly. It has the aura, it has the main character, and it has the fan base already behind it to watch something as great as Solo Leveling is, as Tower of God Season 2 is, even though Tower of God Season 2 was flat. And even God of High School, granted as much of a mess as Season 1 is, the animation low-key sold. So with the beginning after the end, it follows the story of Arthur, someone who has been isekai'd into a different world as he was a former king. Of course, when he's isekai'd, he wants the goddess that sends him there, says be good, do good, and gives him a loving and trusting family to hopefully influence him to be a good person, a different person than he was in his previous life. Of course, with an unfortunate consequences of events, he'll slowly go down a deeper and darker path while also being the hero of the story at the end of the day, hopefully, right? So it has the story, it has the action, it's supposed to have the action above Solo Leveling, or at least equal or on par to Solo Leveling, but it hasn't executed. The thing is, it has so much good things going for it. The fans, the story, but the animation is horrible. I mean, you barely see him move, and of course they may be using a different animation style. I could not tell you an animation style, but it just looks like a slideshow. For instance, you see him standing one second, you don't see them run, you don't see them jump, they just slice it. Now, it doesn't mean that they go full on in a fight. It's not a motion captured anime. You just see them dash into the next frame. While in some frames, especially in the first episode that we have seen, where his father is fighting, that they do use motion in some scenes where it's, low fights, where it's him and Arthur fighting, Arthur and his father. So we see that they have the quality to do good animation, or at least not to the level or how bad episode 2 is. Now, of course, when this video comes out, episode 3 has already dropped. This will be released a week after, so hopefully I am wrong and the animation has upped in quantity or quality in a little bit, because if not, the amounts of anime fans or the anime community that will flock to just hate on this anime, or especially hate on the fandom that hyped it up and to fumble it so quickly, is surprising. Will be surprising and will be hilarious to see, just for the end of the season. So it is one of these shows that you still got to give a chance to. Hopefully that the budget that they were given for this show to as the manhwa are probably the newest and biggest thing in the anime industry right now. So hopefully the budget for this show doesn't supremely go to waste. Unlike we heard from Solo Leveling or any other good animators, that we don't really know why the animation is like this, or at least not from what I know or at the research I've researched to see why the animation they made it like this, of course. And I don't know the animation company behind it. I could be wrong, it's Period or it's Uffidold, but it's definitely not Mappa. And definitely probably not Period, because Period has done some amazing work. But man, they fumbling this heavy. And of course, the beginning after the end, Solo Leveling, of course, opened the door for a lot of manhwa to come in. This show can easily shut this door, because the animation, horrible. The aura that you're supposed to get, from Arthur, not there. And it just has everything going for it. For me, I personally watched the show just because I really did enjoy the story of reading it in the beginning parts of the webtoon, manhwa, whatever you want to call it. But to see it fumble so badly is why I only read Seven Deadly Sins and not watch the show, because it just hurt. It just hurt. Now, hopefully they do pick it up. Hopefully episode 3 is better as far as you've seen. And maybe, I don't know when I'll release this episode, but if you see episode 4 by the time you see this episode, by the time you see this video, hopefully they, again, up the quality, because they need to save this show. Just for the future of like the webtoon and manhwa community, because Solo Leveling has done extreme things for it. And right now, they fumbling the bag. You know, manhwas, webtoons, they up by 21 at halftime. Somehow, they fumbling the football. And it's just on the animation. The story is so good. Probably basic. Basically. Most of the basic isekais, right? But the animation's bad. They're bad, man. Hopefully they pick it up. And, you know, how would I rank it in terms of bad animation that I've seen? Horrible. Between this and Solo Leveling Season 2, I have to see how this season finishes. Because Blue Lock Season 2 was historically bad when it comes to animation. The last episode, or last couple of minutes of the episode, really did save it. But I want to see where I could rank it between the two, at least when it comes to bad animation Hall of Fame. Anyway, like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.